What is up, everyone? Yes, it is time to discuss the Scream 7 trailer. Scream 7 trailer dropped on Halloween Day, I believe. I watched it. Also, been reading some thoughts and comments online and kind of getting the discourse and everything. But today, you're going to get my unfiltered thoughts on my feelings on the trailer, but also just how my excitement is for Scream 7. So let's discuss this. Roll it. The Scream 7 trailer dropped on Halloween. This is bringing Sidney Prescott back. We are getting her character back. And also Kevin Williamson is coming back, but not in the writer chair. He's actually the director of this film. So that's a little different. Kevin Williamson's known for writing the Scream films. He was the writer of that very first film and just the writer of kind of the author of 90s horror. You know what I mean? Really knowing the zeitgeist at that time period. And today like I said, today we're going to discuss my feelings on the trailer. And right away, just to talk about it right away, is my excitement is not where it was with Scream 5 and 6. To talk about just how I feel with those films, Scream 5 and 6, I was on board with. I loved Melissa Barrera's character. I loved Jenna Ortega. And I thought what they were doing with the story and introducing these new cast of characters to kind of take on the mantle after Gail and Sydney and Dewey and stuff, I was fine with them. I was really on board with those ones. So Scream 5 and 6, the trailers, when they came out, I was a little bit more heightened and excited for those ones. I would say my excitement was like a 7 or an 8 out of 10 with those two films when those trailers came out. And for Scream 7, it's a little bit lower than that. And that's one thing I want to discuss too right away, is me being a Scream fan. I love this franchise, but Sidney Prescott is not my favorite of the three. She's actually, fun fact, the least favorite of the three. I know, put your pitchforks down. Don't come at me. I know you Scream fandom people, do not come at me. No, just kidding. But yeah, for real, being a Scream fan, in my perspective, she's never been one of my favorites. I've always loved Dewey and Gail more. So the fact that this one is very much centered on Sydney, it's her story. It's about her and her daughter. That's what we got in the trailer. And Ghostface is hunting them down and really wants to make it personal this time. And I saw a lot of people online saying like, oh my God, this one kind of looks different. This one looks more visceral, looks more gruesome. It's like, I don't know. Like I said, Scream 5 and 6, they went for it. Scream 5 and 6 kept pushing the envelope in terms of gore, in terms of the brutality that we saw on screen with some of the deaths. So I don't know where they're going to go besides, like I said, this one being more personal. Another thing about the trailer is that they really didn't give any hints to the actual plot or actual side characters besides the fact that this one is just focusing on Sydney. That's really all we know. But we already know as fans, and if you've been following the news of Scream 7, that we're going to be having a lot of returning cast members coming back. Matthew Lillard's one of them, and for the trailer, you only hear Stu's voice at the end of the trailer. It's just a drop line, so we'll see. I think it was a smart idea to kind of keep them out of the trailer to just keep us guessing more and more and stuff, but in terms of my excitement for it, I want to say it's like at a 6 out of 10, and that's really just because I was on board with Scream 5 and 6 and getting attached to those characters. And now we're shifting all the way back to something that we've already seen done 4 times already, where we're focusing on Sidney Prescott. Yes, she wasn't prominent in Scream 3 like she was in Scream 1 and 2. They brought her back for Scream 4, and that one has the family aspect. It's more personal too as well. So it's just never been my jive or my jam to focus on Sydney. Like, she's not one of my favorite final girls. Like, I'm not going to say she's not the best or anything like that. She's just not one of my personal favorites. So I'm not as attached to her as other people are that are fans of this franchise. I'm also a little bit nervous that Kevin Williamson's in the director chair. I love his writing and I think he does a great job, but I don't know what he's like as a director. So this is going to be kind of our first time to really get to see his flair and the spin that he's going to put on the franchise. But, just off the trailer, like I said, excitement, not that high. That's just a personal thing. Like I said, that's just my feelings right now. Of course, I'm going to go see this film. I've seen all the recent Scream films, everyone they've seen in theaters. Me and my wife are probably going to take the kids because this is something that's been kind of a family thing recently. My daughters really love the Scream franchise and they've been hooked on it. So it's the Ghostface. Every time he hits the theaters recently, we got to go. We got to be there. So I will be there seeing Scream 7. But these are just my thoughts and my opinions on the trailer. Please let me know down down below in the comment section, what is your excitement for the film? And did this trailer heighten your excitement or did it lower your excitement? I would love to discuss with you, but please like, share, subscribe. That greatly appreciated. Have that notification bell poke so you're notified anytime I drop a video, but most importantly, y'all know what's up. Have a safe and happy day. Peace out.